Welcome back, and today we're talking about Yashahime Princess Half Demon episode 17. And I feel like this episode is all about Riku and him setting up some big events in this anime, because I don't believe that Riku is actually working with Kirimaru. I know earlier in the episode Kirimaru said that Riku was his most trusted retainer, right? So that's a big deal. But I feel like Riku is not the sort to work under somebody else just because they're loyal. I feel like Riku is only in it for his own interest. So I think he's setting up something big. He's, setting up Setsuna, Moroha, and Towa to go after Kirimaru. And once they start fighting, maybe he will do his own thing. Maybe he will step outside of the shadows to actually accomplish his goals and essentially become like the main villain of this anime. That's what I think is going to happen with Riku, because ever since we met Riku from the very beginning, he's always been a mysterious character, and he's always, telling the trio where to go, where to find the four perils. So to me, that's kind of counterproductive, right? If he's working with Kirimaru, why would he send all the trio to go after the four perils? That's like the first step. Remember earlier on in the anime when they were talking to the tree, even Towa mentioned in this episode that they're essentially doing what the tree told them to do, to go after the four perils, to go after Kirimaru. So I feel like once all the four perils are gone and once the party goes to fight Kirimaru, I feel like that's when the truth is going to be revealed, and that's when we're going to learn everything about Kagome, Inuyasha, Sesshomaru, and even Kirimaru. And I think that truth is going to be big, and that's essentially when Riku is going to step out of the shadows and probably be the main villain for this anime, and essentially everybody's going to go after him. We'll see where that one goes. But in this episode, we're focusing on the other two remaining perils. We got Totetsu and Konton, and they seem to be working together because they have a little, they're working together. I mean, we see Totetsu, he's leading our main characters into the mountains, where essentially Konton has a trap set for them. So essentially it's going to be like two different fights. We're going to see Moroha versus Totetsu, and then we're going to see Setsuna and Towa against Konton. And I will say, even though Towa is not like the best in this era, we see that so Setsuna was kind of, telling her off, because the only reason the plan didn't work earlier on is because Towa gave the facial expression that Moroha was behind Setsuna and all that stuff. So she kind of ruined that first plan, but she made it up for figuring out how to escape from the illusion, the trap that Konton had set for them, right? So Towa is kind of like a double-edged sword for the team, because even though she doesn't have the experience as a warrior or a demon slayer that Setsuna and Moroha have, she's still very smart. She's still able to figure out plans, great plans to get the party outside of a pickle situation. So Towa is still good. She's still amazing. She was able to figure out the whole illusion that essentially Konton is manipulating the world inside of that illusion. He's able to change everything around that area. So whenever Setsuna and Towa split up, he was changing the area all over so they couldn't meet again. So they were able to figure it out and escape. So essentially next episode is where we're going to see the big fights happen. We are going to see Setsuna and Towa versus Konton, so I'm sure that fight is going to be pretty cool. And we're also going to see Moroha versus Totetsu, and that fight is probably going to be pretty cool as well. Overall, it was a good setup episode. They're setting up big events, especially with Riku. I like what they're doing with Riku. I feel like, his character is probably my favorite one in the series, and just the mystery behind him is what's so intriguing to me, and I can't wait to learn what his true actual goals are, like his true ambitions, because I don't think working for Kirimaru is what he wants to do. I think he has bigger plans than that, and I think they're going to be quite big. But let me know in the comments, what was your favorite part of this episode? And like always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.